This is the Wmwesports Season 2, this is the Canadian Grand Prix. This is our first qualifying lap, we're going on the softs. There's a chance of rain in the race itself. In terms of the championship, we remain third. We're a couple of points behind our nearest rival Matty, who's in second, and then Mini Laverick's top of the league, and he's nearly 2 race wins ahead of us now. So we've done our first lap on the softs, just to get a banker lap in, just in case the rain does come in qualifying. It comes a bit earlier. Not a perfect lap, this one. Quite a bit of traffic on the track as well at this point. Slight snap of oversteer there, but nothing too bad as we go on the long straight towards the last chicane and towards the Wall of Champions. As we get really close to the wall there. And for the time being, that's P3. And so later on I did another run on the medium tyres. Because of the chance of rain halfway through the race, I thought it might be wise if we can run longer into the race. And then a bit of grass there, too much power, that's the wing gone. So we finished 11th, we only had that first lap, but lucky we did a banker lap. So we got a free choice of tyres for the race. We're just behind Matty as well, our rival in the championship, who will be definitely starting on the mediums. So there is still points to be gained on race day. And that's the tyres on the way to the grid everyone's going on. So a few on the mediums, we're going to go on the softs and hope the rain comes a bit earlier. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got a good start compared to those on mediums. Rob bogs down terribly. So we're on the left of Rob. Not the best place to be on the inside of the first corner here at Canada. Rob's going to go around the outside of us. Scarmer's in the grass. Will we get drive on Rob going over? No, we're going to come back underneath him. And we just get a much better drive. We're not going to take too much at Laverick. But we get Rob as Doiji's in the wall. And that results in a VSC. So you can see from the start here, as we start on the 5th row of the grid. Rob bogs down. We're on the inside. There is contact in front of us. So we're going to Rob. We understeer a little bit into Scarmer, but no harm done there. And we just get a much better drive than Rob going into that first chicane.
Is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
So with the VSC out, we've gained 2 positions. There's a row of cars in front of us on medium tyres, so it'd be good now if we can get ahead of them and maybe build a little bit of gap. I'm still at this point unsure when the rain's going to come. Our engineer says 20 minutes, but that's not always correct. So making sure it's quite a large delta to the safety car so we don't get a drive through as we did last week. Laverick and Fred ahead of us. Rob and Scarmer behind us. Laverick's on softs, Fred's on the mediums. As the safety car's about to come in. Because we built such a delta, we're not going to need to slow down. So we're back racing. And we get a much better run of Laverick out of the last chicane. We're on his inside. Hopefully not a Jensen Button Hamilton from 2011. No, there isn't. Laverick gives us all the room. That's one more position gained. As we chase down Fredster, who we should be quicker than at this part of the race because we're on fresh tyres and he's on used mediums from qualifying. And so we're Matty ahead of him. Matty having a great start from P10 to P6. He's got a little bit there, but I don't think we're close enough to Fredster on this lap. No DRS yet, of course. We will have DRS on the next lap. But it's all very close. One thing you can see from the mini-map in the bottom left is the leaders are starting to get away. So Metcalf goes defensive, Fredster's going to go on the inside of Matty. But Matty will get a better drive going down the straight.
Let's use that overtake button more.
Fredster has got to run on Matty here. But I don't think he's quite close enough. As we pick up a needless warning.
We can now use DRS.
So DRS enable this lap. Metcalf's bunching up the traffic a little bit here. As Laverick got a bit of a run on us as well going there. Matty kicking up some dirt in front of us. Oh, we're much quicker than Fredster through there. We'll surely get a run here as long as we've got traction we have. There's a yellow flag, so my Mazda's gone off.
Green flag.
But it's a green flag, we can overtake. We're alongside, Fredster just about gives us the space, that was close. But we'll get another run on him. Going up to this hairpin. So you can just see this is a great camera angle for it as well. Oh, we're so close to losing our front wing there. But because Fred's line was compromised, he was slow going into here. We nearly push him around the hairpin. But we've got better traction. We've got a run here. Fred's got DRS as well, but so have we. Rich fuel on. We've made the overtake before the corner. And so Matty and Metcalf are next up the road, and we're in P6 now already. Very conscious not to spin on that corner as I did in qualifying.
We think we may see some rain. ETA is
So the rain is 15 minutes away. So the strategy will be for the time being to keep on these tyres and hope that we'll be okay for the switch over to inters as we get past Matty. Much better drive. Him on his used mediums. As we get down to the chicane, and it's Metcalf next. As Matty does get a better drive, so he has a look at us going up towards the hairpin, but we cover that off. We'll park it right in the middle of the road. Take the apex. Can hear some wheel banging behind us. Now this is the replay of the mood on Fredster. And then this is the replay of the move on Matty. Both straightforward, just because we have better traction, we have different tyres. And so now we're chasing Metcalf. There's another yellow flag somewhere. That shouldn't affect us. He's got so much more speed than Metcalf going through that last corner. Need to get past Metcalf. I think we've got the pace. On RSW we've got a snap of oversteer there, we've got to correct ourselves, so that loses us a bit of momentum. Stuck on Richfield for the time being. Want to get this pass done. Again, the tyre's starting to lose grip, we're getting a bit sideways out of there.
Okay, clear.
There's yellow flag behind us somewhere, but that's fine, there's no safety car. As Metcalf gets sideways coming out of the chicane. We'll have DRS on him on the straight, but we might be able to get the job done. On the hairpin he goes defensive, we touch the grass. Haven't got the traction to quite cut inside him, but I will have a better run on him. As he tries to break the toe. So he's taken to the outside, we're on the inside, we'll give him space. We both get through. Oh, we get a much better drive coming out the chicane and we're past. And RSW's up the road 5.5 seconds. Really, really happy with that overtake. Really good battling between myself and Metcalf. And hopefully he can be a buffer between our championship rival Matty, who's behind him. But we're going to have to hang on to these tyres until it starts raining, I think. Otherwise we're not going to be doing well. So here's the replay. May have been a corner cut, but we didn't get a warning for it. And so on lap 11, RSW did pit, as did Mattoman. We're in P2. Our engineer saying it's another 10 minutes until the rain. We're really struggling on these softs, but if we pit now and it starts raining, all those on mediums are going to have a huge advantage over us. But you can see my back tyres really struggling. We've got Mattoman behind us and Chris behind us. Just really struggling to put the power down. I think that was a drop of rain. Yes, it started to rain. So our grip's going to be even worse on these tyres now. But it's not quite intermediates yet. We picked up a penalty during the last few laps as well. So we got 3 seconds and Chris behind us has got a 6-second penalty. So difficult to slow down for the hairpin. And to rotate the car and then to put the power down as well. So Chris is going to stream up our inside. As is Mattoman. It's not wet enough yet. For instance, the engineer wants me to put on a pair of mediums. Pick up another silly penalty there. There's Mattoman and Chris battle in front of us. And I think Mattoman's just going to try and go around the outside of Chris. As you can see, really struggling. I'm going to box this lap and I'm going to put the intermediates on. It's starting to pour heavily. We may get an advantage, or it's a bit of a gamble. As we lose it coming through there, we're on the grass again, so Marty's going to make mincemeat of us any minute now. Back tyres are really struggling, but I'm hoping the pain will be worth it when we decide to pit. Matty does have a look. And is that... No, it's Keith unlapping himself. That gave me a massive fright there. I thought Matty may have missed a braking point. So Matty will get DRS on us. I think DRS is still enabled for the time being. So we're going to shoot into the pit, so we're going to put a pair of intermediates on and hopefully get a jump on everyone else. So DRS has now been disabled due to the wet weather.
Stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
And the track is definitely slippery. So we nearly lose it coming out of the pit lane. So we've got Matty 13 seconds ahead of us. And this rain is now torrential. It's definitely pouring. We'll have an advantage on those ahead of us. We're really catching Matty and RSW in front now. And even we're having to tiptoe around, but they must be awful on those mediums.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Caution, caution.
And here's a yellow flag ahead of us.
Come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
And that may be due to the slippery conditions at the moment. And look at that, we've caught Matty nearly by 10 seconds in one lap. Because of the intermediate, so we're going to have a huge jump on everyone in front of us.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
There's Matty and RSW pit in front of us, and I imagine Chris is pitted as well. So a brilliant strategy choice there. Jensen Button-like. So we're now in P3 as we run wide there. We're going to be ahead of Chris, ahead of RSW with the amount of man in Laverick 5 seconds up the road. And so on lap 15 we've gone from P11 to P3 on pace, and on a little bit of luck with the tyres. So as you can see, Chris is 3 seconds behind us. RSW is 10 seconds behind us. We've had a huge jump on those. I think Marty's behind RSW as well. Track's definitely wet now though. Definitely intermediate conditions. Who knows, it may turn into wet conditions. I was on lap 22. Our gap to Chris and Marty behind us is getting bigger and bigger. We're going to pit this lap for a pair of intermediates. And the leaders are only gained 3 seconds on us in those 7 laps. So our pace is pretty strong. But it's so easy to put a wheel out of place here and stick it straight into the wall. As the safety car comes out, Maz has lost it somewhere. There's a safety car. So this will bunch us up with those in front of us. We've only been about 2-3 tenths of the lap slower than them as well, so we may be able to battle for better than third. Of course, there's a danger behind us then from Chris also. Until lap 26, the safety car restart. Try not to be caught out in regards to the back markers ahead of me, but trying to make sure Chris doesn't get a run on me either. So Chris does come down my inside, but my pace is being dictated by those ahead. And so now coming out with the chicane, I put it full beans. I think we've got a run on Chris. We run wide on the first corner though. The track's a lot wetter now, so Chris might get her on us. But we park it right on the apex and there's no luck for Chris there. Chris has got more penalties than we have as well, so we don't need to fight him too hard. And because we were separated by back markers during the safety car, they're already 6.5 seconds ahead of me. The Saloon, who's stuck a pair of wets on, he looks as though he's struggling. Wanted to keep an eye on Saloon and see how those wets are doing, because the track is definitely wetter at this point. But it looks as though for the time being intermediates are the way to go. But I think they're right on the crossovers. Brown Dog's now out of the race. That won't bring a safety car. So we run wide there on the chicane. Will that give Chris a run? No, we got better traction and Chris coming out of there. And so as it stands on lap 27, it's Mini Laverick in the lead, followed by Matterman, followed by myself, followed by Chris, followed by Matty. With the penalties as they are, though, Matty would be ahead of Chris if we were to finish right now. Who knows if the track will get any drier. Now I don't think we'll get any time for slicks. As we start onto our last lap, Chris has had wing damage, so we've been able to run away from him. The leaders have run away slightly from us. We're in third place, and if anything goes wrong on this lap, we'll come home onto the podium and possibly a driver of the day. Although Chris started right from the back of the field. As we nearly get a snap of overstay just there. And the strange thing is, as soon as the rain came out, I didn't get any more penalties.
Okay, gap ahead is 8.2
as we come into the chicane for the last time. I'm not going to wave at the crowd and stall it like Nigel Mansell did. Race to the end. But that's a solid P3. Finish just ahead of our championship rival Matty once Chris's penalties come in. So we spent the whole race, we haven't been in the Wall of Champions once. We had the off in qualifying, but a good drive, some good overtakes. Very, very happy with that. Very happy with P3. Well done to Chris, driver of the day. I thought there may have been a chance we'd have got it. So Matt, I'm on top, followed by Mini Laverick and followed by myself in our new Michael Schumacher garb. Nice to see the Welsh flag on the podium. And that's a good result for us. And so that's how it finishes. P3. Everyone got a time penalty of some sorts. And it's on to Circuit Paul Ricard next week in France. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe.